An update now on legalized sports betting in Rhode Island.
The numbers are in, and tonight we're getting a first look at the kind of money it's making the state. Eyewitness News reporter Erica Ritchie is live at Twin River in Lincoln.
Erica, how's this looking for Rhode Island from a revenue standpoint?
Yeah, so Shannon and Mike, certainly not as good as state officials had projected. They're hoping for about $12 million in revenue from the time that sports betting began here at Twin River back in November until the end of the fiscal year this coming June. That's only about half a year, and the first month only brought in about $500,000.
But it's early.
7 weeks to be exact. That's when the first sports betting venue opened in Rhode Island at Twin River in Lincoln. The Tiverton Casino almost immediately following. The numbers that came in Monday reflect revenues from 5 of those weeks.
Modest is probably the best way to describe it right now.
Paul Grimaldi of the State Revenue Department shared the financial gains with us at a meeting of the State Lottery Committee at the Lincoln Gaming Facility. At Twin River, just over $900,000 came in. The Tiverton Casino netted about $123,000. Combined, the sports books brought in just over $1 million. The state's cut, 51%, or about $500,000.
We've got our work cut out for us.
That's because the projection for this fiscal year ending in June is $12 million. But Grimaldi is confident it just needs momentum to build.
When we get some big winners out of the Super Bowl, out of the NBA playoffs, you start to see people get excited about it and start to seek it out more.
Having the Patriots in the Super Bowl, the first year we've had a sports book in operating, it's certainly making a unique environment.
Twin River General Manager Craig Scolo says advanced bets are already being made on Super Bowl 53, and he expects foot traffic over the weekend to be heavy. So he's staffing accordingly to minimize wait times, something that had been a problem when it opened.
Over the past 6 to 7 weeks, we have taken steps everywhere from how we lay out our furniture, to how we queue the lines, to how the staff is trained, all to improve the experience.
And that experience taking place at the sports books inside the casinos, that's just phase 1 of the legalized sports betting in Rhode Island. Early spring, you'll begin to see kiosks show up at the 2 casinos. That's phase 2. And then by the summertime, we're told phase 3 will be in place, and that will be on-site mobile betting. So keep an eye out for that. It's coming pretty soon. For now, live in Lincoln, Erica Ritchie, Eyewitness News.